they're waiting for Cody to recover. And then he finally starts speaking. And he says that he's wanted this all his life, but it's not about the physical belt, as he looks above the ring, and there magically are our undisputed title and the Winged Eagle belt. It's about the mindset and the work that makes you a champion. No one has worked more matches than me in WWE, which is true. And he's looking forward to moving past Kevin Owens, but then Cult of Personality plays, and out comes CM Punk and asks if Cody, are you okay? I see that this is weighing on you, and I'm one of the people that knows what that weight is like. I held the title once for 434 days, and after around 300 days, I started to feel that weight. I lost friends. Cody, I see you losing friends. I know you want to be Bruno Sammartino or John Cena, but none of us are Superman. And Cody says, Punk, you're my friend, right? And Punk takes his time to respond, yes, that's why I'm out here. And I promise to always be your friend, partly because of a promise I made to your father, and partly because I love you. We've traveled this same road. No one could prepare you for this, Cody. There are no friends when you are a champion, and you always have a target on your back. So Cody says, well, Punk, tell me, what's next for me? Punk says that this ladder match is the biggest one of his career, but then it's on to Raw, then it's on to SmackDown. This company, it's never been bigger, and you're spread too thin. You're never at home. And meanwhile, while you're running yourself ragged, there's somebody out there that is training, getting into the best shape of their life just so they can beat you for the title. And Cody, that's the good news. The bad news is that somebody is me. And dude, they are over Cody's shoulder reacting to this, and they do the goddamn pull focus on CM Punk, and it was great. And Cody digests this news, and Punk explains he's going to win the Rumble, and then I'm going to see you in the main event of WrestleMania, and because I'm your one true friend, I'm going to stab you in the front. Cody says, I respect you for telling me that. And he goes back to how he met Punk in OVW and how everyone there wanted to be Chick Magnet Punk. He says, you got the big call up, you won Money in the Bank, you became champion, and everyone was chasing CM Punk. Then there was a 10-year period where you sat at home. 8 years that he sat at home, and then 2 years that he, just fell out of sight. Didn't know what he was up to during those 2 years. But I was still chasing you because they were still chanting your name even when you weren't here. And last year, your prediction was wrong. And the fact is, our dynamic has changed because now I'm not chasing you, you're chasing me. So Punk, I hope you win the Rumble because I want you to catch up. And Punk then says, Punk, first of all, doesn't let Cody leave. He grabs him by the arm saying, I'm not done yet. He said, there's a graveyard full of careers of men who wanted me to catch up to them. And then as he goes to leave, Cody grabs him by the arm and says, I want you to catch up to me because I want to see the look on your face when you learn that the best in the world isn't the best in the world anymore. And so ended just a phenomenal segment on what I thought was a just excellent go-home episode of Raw. This segment was just perfect. It was so good.
It was excellent. I love that the dynamic that these two share. It's essentially like big brother, younger brother, and they gave us plenty of history for it, dating back to their real histories in OVW, through the WWE, and through Dusty, of course. Cody, who we usually see in such a dominant leadership type of role. I love how he started this particular segment so disheveled from the haluva kick, where it essentially...
He sounded drunk at certain points.
Exactly. It needed him to essentially sound drunk, which is very uncharacteristic of how we usually hear Cody. But in contrast to CM Punk in this segment, sounding like that leader, I thought it just emphasized maybe the gulf between, Cody being the younger brother and CM Punk being the older brother in this particular moment. And it sets the stage for Punk to deliver this wonderful big brother pep talk. Hey, Are you okay? It looks like you have a lot of, pressure on your shoulders. I've been through it. This is, like these are, I should have prepared for this for you better. And what I love about it is that Cody, even while in his drunken state, can see through it. And he knows that Punk's true motivations sort of coming out here are to antagonize him. And then Cody just turns the drunken voice off and he comes back with this beautiful retort. Back then we were chasing you, but now you're chasing me. That's the difference. And I loved it. I love the just interplay between the two characters here and their histories. And again, Cody is such a special babyface because he can sound above the person he's talking against, even when it's somebody as cool as CM Punk. He finds a way to sound cooler than CM Punk. I also love that they could have gone for the low-hanging fruit and made some sort of AEW reference here. I love the fact that they did not intentionally do that. They didn't need to, because I think it would have only distracted. It might have created a bit of like oohs and ahs and got the internet talking, but like I think they're above that, and just relied on great storytelling and gave us another big match direction for Mania. So after all of this talk about Roman and Punk or Cena and Cody being the matches that we're expecting at Mania, now they like put all of this emphasis on Punk and Cody, which I mean, coming off of this Raw, to me now seems to be the leading contender for the result that we might get at WrestleMania.
They've thrown all these irons in the fire that they cannot deliver on all of the teases that they have done, at least not in that time frame. But this is all stuff that I think is going to make for a wonderful dynamic in this Rumble. And let's remember, of all these different, like, Cena has not been attached to any of the, like, Cena is on his own just going for this title one more time track as well. So you have like just all these different scenarios that you have thrown out, and you can play with a lot of them. Like you
yeah. And if we're not getting half of these matches that they're teasing by Mania, well, they still have a lot of big shows this year that they could fill with Mania level main events, of which they've built up like substantial interest in several now. We mentioned Punk and Roman. We mentioned, Cody and Cena, which the audience is really just kind of booking for themselves. But now Punk and Cody, like when you have acts that are this popular, any mixing and matching of any of them is going to feel like a WrestleMania level caliber event. If you like this video, consider joining our Patreon, the Post Wrestling Cafe. Multiple bonus podcasts every week, ad-free shows, and access to our full archive. Otherwise, a like and subscribe is much appreciated. Thank you for watching.